So, hello everyone, here that's good. Take that news. Finally have a release date, final official date, right? So in my last video, I then correctly assumed that the movie had to be out before the season, right? So there's a movie coming 17 November, this retelling of 1, 2, and 3 seasons altogether, and the movie sounds horrible, but you know, whatever. That had to be done before the season. So now we have the date then. It's 6th December, I'll say here. A lot of people are saying 7th December is going to come out, but if you go to the actual official site, and I'll have a link below for that, they are saying that it's 6th December, right? Not 7th December. So I think that is trying to make it clear. 6th December, again here. That being said, of course, maybe on like, you know, depending on where you live, of course, in your time zone or whatever, when it's airing in Japan, might be 7 for you, I suppose, right? Because Japan is quite ahead of time. But still though, yeah. So 6th or 7th December then, right? And kind of fitting what I guessed in my previous video, right? When I said that this movie is coming out again, retelling 1, 2, 3. Again, the point of the movie, so you probably should see the movie. The point of the movie is that they are gonna just, you know, make it so a new watcher can see that movie and then jump into season 4, right? Yeah, it sounds crazy. I'm gonna watch the movie though, and probably review it to see what happens because it sounds so bad. But anyway, so it's gonna start airing then 7th December, right? Season 4 then, final season, Attack on Titan, and they have not yet said if it's a part 1 or part 2. But every leaks I have read, and I said it last video too, I think it makes sense that it's gonna be, you know, a part 1 and part 2, right? For example, El Zero, yeah, yesterday has 1 episode, right, as a part 1. And then it's gonna have a part 2, you know, next year, right? And I think that makes sense here in Attack on Titan as well, especially now with, you know, the whole, you know, the delays and so on. I think that, yeah, I have a very hard time. I think the estimate episodes, what I've read, but I don't know if it's true or not, it's 28, 30 episodes. That to me is too much. I think it's gonna be probably 20 episodes or so. My guess is it's gonna be about, you know, 12, 13 episodes, season 1, and then take a break for at least 3 months, and then come back with the last episodes. I mean, that's my guess. But anyway, I want to say this thing here though. It's a strange date though. It's just the end of December, just before Christmas, so they might still have, yeah, like we don't know how many episodes it'll be this year, but it's probably like 3 to 2 episodes because, you know, you have Christmas. They might have some in Japan though. I say like though, in Japan. They usually use air stuff anyway, but you know, like they have some different Christmas specials and so on, right? To some extent, right? So yeah, like it might only be like 1 or 2 episodes this year, honestly. Yeah, it's not like it's good news, but I mean, looking at it, I think it's gonna be used like, you know, 2, 3 episodes this year, right? And then we're getting probably the next season. But, and I say this with reservation here. I want to say it here to be pragmatic here. I don't necessarily think they're gonna use air the full season either, right? Yeah, depends on where that parting is. So it's still some news there to find out. I would be very surprised if they're just gonna produce all the episode in one go, right? It starts in December and then it probably ends somewhere in, like, you know, in the spring or something, maybe in the summer without a break. I have a very hard time seeing that. And I think that, so the last point here, like I said in my last video, because they have announced this date again, right? They announced this thing here, but they're not saying any exact thing. They're not saying exactly, you know, oh, you're gonna be like this man. Yeah, they're not saying exactly on the site the times and so on. I think it's gonna be a part 1 and a part 2. And they did it last time, right? Season 3, they also did part 1, part 2. And we also, of course, again, they have the delays because of the reason with you know, the studios and so on. So I have a very, very hard time seeing them doing it all in one row. So my guess is that this is gonna go from early December, right? And then it's gonna end in probably March, and then the last part is gonna be summer earliest. But I wouldn't be surprised if you take like last time it's like 6-month break, and actually, I still feel like it's gonna be, like I said in my last video, honestly, that the final part, that you know, season 4 part 2 is gonna be in fall next year. That still feels like I still think that. I don't know why, that or summer, but I still think that's a true thing. I still think that's true. It's gonna be, but this is basically like it's going in winter. This is basically winter season next year, like a little bit of, you know, end of fall, winter, and then it's gonna be like at least, I think, 3 months break, right? But probably 6 month break, and then it's gonna end in or started fall, and the actual final episode will probably be like December next year. That is my guess. Well, you know, especially if the leak is true, there's going to be up to 30 episodes. Then it's like, well, wait, no way they're going to have time to do that without break. I don't think so. But anyway, 6th December or 7th December then, it's the official date now. And now it's actually officially, you know, because we have a new page. Yesterday there was some leaking information about it, but no, it's a link below there. There's an actual new site, right? They're saying this date, 6th December though, not 7th December, but they're saying this date, right? So that makes it actually really official. And, you know, that's good. So anyway, see you guys. With more, of course, anime stuff, scrap stuff and so on, right? We're going to have a lot more finals coming tomorrow, right? You know, yeah, this is the last week of anime. So and of course, a little bit next week, so I say and so on. So anyway, see you guys and have a great day.